All right, it is time for TBR Jar Picks number 3, 2022. Hey everyone, it is Shannon, and I'm super excited to be here today and to share with you this video. This is going to be me picking my third set of TBR Jar Picks for 2022. I have my TBR jars all ready to go here. Woohoo! So exciting, picking from jars, yay! I will leave an explanatory video up above a little bit more about what this project is all about, but the quick and dirty version is that I'm trying to encourage myself to not only start but finish works that are on a variety of different lists that I'm working through and projects and challenges that I often do annually, or maybe there's a couple that I added this year, not gonna lie. So yeah, but I just want to make progress on the different goals and challenges and projects that I am working on, and to do so I have limited the page count. That has been the key factor here. I have put everything in these TBR jars is 300 pages or less, and that seems to be the threshold of me finishing something pretty swiftly, like in a sort of reasonable 3 weeks or less period of time, and doesn't stick on my currently reading, which is something that was a big challenge last year and also this year. I still have some titles that are sticking on there, and so I'm trying to face that from the front end and make sure I start things that I can finish. So I separated the works out into big bucket genres, and for the year, or for the jars, I picked 10 titles each. I have nonfiction, speculative fiction, romance, and everything else. So this is like literary or contemporary or any genre that isn't romance or speculative. And so that is sort of this sort of different kinds of works that I tend to read, and they're also I can read at the same time. That's the other part of that, is that I can read a romance at the same time as a speculative fiction, at the same time as, well, everything else could be anything. So that one's a bit of a gamble, but you know, you gotta, there were things that didn't fit into the other genres. Anyway, let's get to the picking, because that's the fun part. Let's start with nonfiction. So here we have a letter, which, you know, you write letters to people, and that's nonfiction. That's how I was trying to remember this one was nonfiction. And so, this one has some friends in there. Okay, there we go. This lid is a little tough. Okay, so the nonfiction pick for this third round is the art puzzle book. The art puzzle book. I got this last year. Okay, so here we go. So this is a physical book. It's 190 pages, and it's a nonfiction art book. Yes, I showed this in a haul video. So this has different artworks, and then I think it has both history and trivia of the different works. So this is so you get to play a game. So how many different human figures can you see in this image? All right, you can work on counting them. And then somewhere it tells you the answer. And then there's general knowledge. Who is the artist painting? And then match the visual matching for details. Oh my God, you can hear the spine break because I haven't read it yet. I am thrilled. I am thrilled. So the goals this book achieves is nonfiction art book and a physical owned unread book. So, yay! Oh my God, so exciting. Great. Off to a great start. Okay, where should we go next? Let's go with speculative fiction. So here we go. This is I bought a bunch of Supernatural stickers from the TV show. I love that show. I still miss it. One day I'll rewatch it, but it's like 15 seasons, so not yet. Let's go with, I almost changed my mind, but I'm not. I'm so curious as to what this is going to be. I think it's this one. Oh no, that's upside down. Artificial condition. Okay. Getting some science fiction going on. Where is it? Okay. This is by Martha Wells. This is part of the Murderbot series. It is the second title in the series, I believe, and it is 107 pages, and I have it. It's an owned unread Kindle book, and it's on the Booktube SFF Awards shortlist. Yay! Oh my gosh! Wow, I'm really excited about this. It's been a long time since I read the first Murderbot story. I can't remember what it was called. I will admit I don't love it as much as everyone else does. I thought it was good, but I feel like it's one that the hype for me, hurt it a little bit, and although I enjoyed it, I didn't enjoy it as much, and so that sort of threw me off. But I am gonna get thrown back on. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to get back to that series. So, Artificial Condition, yay! Oh, that rune really wants to get picked. Should I pick it? No, I don't. No. Just because you're the loudest doesn't mean you're the one that gets picked. Let's go for a non-squeaky wheel. There's still wheels. All right, it's this one. I don't know if that was a good choice or a bad choice. Hopefully they all get picked eventually, right? So. Betrayal? Is that Betrayal? Harlequin Temptation. Okay. Took me a while to read that. Okay. So, okay. Betrayal by Janice Kaiser. Actually, this might be perfect. Let's see what the year is. Oh, I can read this for Storm Reads Retro Romance Readathon because it's from 1993. And I think it has to be pre-2000 to qualify for that. I was going to read something else, but now I will read Betrayal. Oh, yes. Allison Stevens assumed that the great soul-shattering passion had passed her by. After all, it was... Oh, she was in her 30s, and realized her dream and desires no longer seem possible. Well, I have a feeling she is going to find out that's not true. Out of the blue, she met... No? Okay. Okay, blah, like story. Instead, she found herself tangled in a net of deceit, betrayal, and passion so powerful it threatened her very life. So I guess a little romantic suspense going on here. Romantic suspense is not always my thing, but I have read this author before from one of the Temptations, and it was another one-word title. I can't remember what it was, and I enjoyed it. So, Betrayal. I'm actually looking forward to reading a physical, just like a just really easy read paperback. So that is exciting. And oh, okay. Speaking of easy read paperbacks, okay. It's not an easy read, but it is a paperback. So for my literary / everything else category, I am actually going to not pick anything because I haven't finished The Stone Angel. So The Stone Angel from Margaret Lawrence makes a reappearance. I picked this in the second set of picks, but I put it aside because my hold came in for What Strange Paradise by Omar Al-Akid, and they are both Canadian award-winning novels, and What Strange Paradise was up for Canada Reads. And it is my goal one day in this project, and one of the things it's trying to support, it is my goal one day to read all of the Canada Reads finalists before the debates. And so because the hold came in, I thought, let's give it a shot. So I did finish that work in 2 weeks, I think, which was 2.5 weeks really. But I can't keep going. The subjects this year, unfortunately, are just a little too hard. And so yeah, so I will be getting back to The Stone Angel. So the Stone Angel is, oh gosh, where's all the things? So I haven't read a lot of this. I started it, I put it aside for What Strange Paradise, and then came back. But I've read 26 pages out of 316, so I have 290 pages for The Stone Angel. I'm working through all of the works of Margaret Lawrence. It's Canadian, and it's a physical-owned unread book, so lots of goals on that one. And then for Betrayal, it's an owned unread, and it's a Harlequin, which it's an owned unread and a Harlequin. It's 18 pages. I'm trying to read Harlequin historicals and blazes, but this is neither. I might consider it a blaze. The Harlequin fans out there, do you think that would be too much of a jump for Temptation? I think Temptation might be a bit more suspense than racy. And then for nonfiction, we have the art puzzle book, so owned unread book, nonfiction art book, and it is 180 pages. And then Artificial Condition, which is Booktube SFF Award series continuation. That's not actually, that I don't get a goal for that. And 100 and where is it? 8 pages. So I didn't do the page count well. So okay, so 190, and then Artificial Condition is 107. So that's 300. Then Temptation is 219, so 518. And then I have about 300 left of this, just a little less than 300, so 518. It's about 800. Overall, it's about 800. This one I have a feeling will be a little bit of a faster read, or maybe not. Maybe because I'll be really excited about looking at for all of the clues, I will just be really engaged in it. I have no idea. So anyway, those are my 3 new picks and my recurring pick. So, and I haven't done a wrap up of my second set because one, I'm still working on the Stone Angel, and also I've mostly talked about them in the Friday reads. I did wrap up my first set, which I will link up above if you would like to check it out to see how it went. Overall, I would say my first set went better in terms of my enjoyment of the works. I would say my second set, I actually unfortunately didn't, other than the Stone Angel, the other 3 were not wins. So hopefully this one will be a little bit better. I mean, I think the art puzzle book is a complete shoe-in. Betrayal's a bit of a gamble because I don't always like romantic suspense, but sometimes I read it like melodramatically, like in my head, like as if it was like a, you know, like a TV movie kind of thing. Sometimes that helps. And then Artificial Condition, that'll be really interesting to see how I fare continuing the Murderbot series. So those are the 4 works that I will be reading, and wish me luck. I think this is actually a pretty good set. We got sci-fi, romantic suspense, nonfiction, art, and Canadian fiction. I mean, that sounds great to me. Let me know, out of these 4, what would you start with or what looks the most interesting? And I am going to get to some reading, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for watching. Be back soon.